This is the appendix of the video. It will be available at the start of every video explaining how it works. So if you already saw it, you can basically skip it. So just introduction, this video is, so all of the videos are separated in 3 different categories. The first one is basics. So the basics, I'll be teaching some basics QA knowledge that I can share. So anyone that is an introduction in their area is just joining the QA area. We have a knowledge and understanding about what it is, how to expect, how to be a good QA, and some tips. So yeah, that is the one. All the categories will be 1, 2, and 3. The second one will be a high level, so it would be more some complex topics be talking about. So anyone that is interested in some dive a little bit deeper in the QA knowledge. So I'll be sharing some thoughts on that. And 3 is just a reflexive some thinkings about what is happening, some enterprise, some scenarios that happens in real life my company had went through, and some others that I went through while working as a QA or as a teacher. And I'll be sharing what I learned, what I can take out from that. So it's more a discussion than a teaching lesson. I can be wrong in all of the 3 topics, so on all of the 3 categories. So anyone can share, any thought would be welcome. So any critics, any good and bad reviews will also be a knowledge, because it's always good to learn. So enjoy it. Heard the phrase, we need a QA engineer. So, a QA will be better. He will be good here. And you want to know what is a QA, or if someone reach you, say, hey, you might be a good QA. That might be not a compliment. And the other scenario is, if you just heard about this area, QA engineer, it's an easy role. It's just a push of a button. So anyone can be a QA. And you want to know more about that, if you want to know if all these statements is true, if you want to know what is a compliment or not for the area, you're in the right place. Welcome. So my name is Renan. You can also call me teacher or R. You're free. And yes, follow me on that. So I separated the video in a couple of chapters. If I have my side notes here, we'll list all of them here, then everyone can know what I'm going to be talking about. And the video will have the proper split on that. So first thing is false thinking about QAs. Then going to QA mind. Then QA duties. How to be a QA. QA workflow, we're going to be even what books said QA should be doing and what's really happening in the companies. And then lastly, when a QA is needed. So yes, that's all the chapters we're going to cover. And after this video, you might know if you are the right person to be a QA or not. And you're going to understand the QA in your team. So what's the QA in your team is doing, and the person that, if you want to punch a person that has told you you're going to be a good QA in the face or not. So yes, let's go on that. So first thing, false thinking about a QA. So some persons thinks, oh, QA is an easy role. QA is just you need to go there, fill like name field, fill any name, and push the confirmation button and see if the lights will turn green. No, sad to inform you, no, that is not just what a QA does. If you think a QA does that, if you are a QA and you are only doing that, you're wrong, my boy. So you need to improve a little bit to step out of the junior position. So you need to learn a little bit more about the position. So at least you're in the right place. So yes, I'm gonna be the guy to guide you. So a QA. So yeah, that's the first thing you need to take out of your mind. So you need to ignore. Oh yeah, no, that's not a QA. What a QA actually does. A QA go there, do investigations, do sometimes do some penetration testing. So what a QA does. So a QA do more than just push a button. QA need to guarantee that everything that is written by an analyst, by any person that is responsible for the product, guarantee that what that person said is really being followed through all of the product, to all of the task life cycle. So there's usually a good chart that I like to remember is, if someone knows, if someone wants to the link for this image down here. It's just an image that shows what a person, what a client expect from a product, and goes down through the all development cycle, and at the end ends up with everything completely different. If I find this image, I will share it here. Then you guys can understand. So a QA is responsible to avoid that. So in a car, if a client want a car, and at the end it should not be deliver a plane because that person want a car. So the QA is responsible to guarantee that during all the product life cycle, the product will keep being a car and not will not change, will not be a car with, I don't know, a car with some extra thing like a monster truck. Person just want a normal car, a sedan, and ended up getting a monster truck. So yes, QA is responsible to guarantee that everything should keep aligned. So yes, taking out the false thinking on that. So some extra things I can add without spoil a little bit much is sometimes QA need to know penetration testing. QAs sometimes need to know programming language to write automation script. Need to be able to impersonate other person, be able to be other persons, because you need to validate, guarantee the quality of the system for everyone, not just for yourself or your team or the person that is doing the analysis. If you not think like that before, and please start think like that. And yes, let's be everyone a better person. Take care of your QAs. Now, let's go to the next topic, QA mind. So, what do you need to be? What do you need to think to be a QA? What is expected from you? So, as I already told in the last topic, I will repeat here because the video is a split, so maybe someone don't want to watch everything, want to see everything. So a QA, you need to be mad, basically that. So if you want to be a QA, if you want to be a good QA, sometimes you need to be a little bit mad. So you need to be able to think like a crazy. You need to think like any kind of person. You need to think like a child. Sometimes you need to think like a child. Sometimes you need to think like a hacker. Sometimes you need to think like an old person. So yes, you need to be able to impersonate all of this kind of personalities during your tests, because you need to guarantee that the product is stable and work as expected for all of that. So you need to be mad, first thing. You need to, second thing, you need to be annoying. So yes, to be a QA, you need to be annoying. So if you are being an annoying person and someone say that, hey, you would be a good QA. So yeah, that's not a compliment. Because yes, a QA need to be mad, a QA need to be annoying. Why annoying? I said you need to understand what is needed, and you need to stick to what is needed. So you cannot, if a person just say, I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to fix that, say, why? So why are you not going to fix that? Because everyone needs to think together. Everyone needs to work. Everyone in the team needs to work in the same direction, which is deliver the best product. And the QA position is just another step to guarantee that this delivery will happen properly. So, like you, if someone is not thinking for the good of the product, why that person not want to do that? Sometimes there's a reason. Sometimes there is, I don't want to fix that because that will be fixed later in other development. Or sometimes it is, I don't want to do that because I'm already sad. You already returned this, you already sent this issue back like 10 times and I don't want to fix that. So yes, and you need to document everything. Please document everything. Because yes, you're an annoying person, but you need to be an annoying smart person. I can consider a third bullet. You need to also be smart. So document everything, be able to think, impersonate other persons, and yes, be able to consider some flows. You need to be able to provide some suggestions to improve the flow. So yes, you need to be a smart person for that. So annoying, mad, annoying, smart, and another thing you need to be. So let's get back. So you need to be mad, annoying, smart. And the last thing I like to add is you need to have eagle eyes. So yes, you need to be basically be a robot on that. So if you are QAing interface, a functionality, a UI, you need to understand like if the page A is following exactly the same pattern as the page B. So the analyst want the page to have follow an exact requirements. Combo box need to have exactly 115 pixels high, for example. 115 pixels high. So you need to guarantee that specifically a component will have 115 pixels. So yes, you need to be pixel precise when being a QA. So because sometimes when the person is navigating the app and will change from one page to the other, every component need to align. So sometimes if one is a little bit down or a little bit up, it can be something annoying for the users, and it's expecting to be something annoying for you as well as a QA. So yes, you need to have eagle eyes. You need to be pixel perfection. Obviously, that is not for all of tasks. So some tasks allow some kind of tolerance. So they have you need to be in that position, but then don't need to be exactly in that position. Can be something around that. And some others, yes, you need to be 100% accurate. You need to be 100% precise. So be aware of your scope. So don't do things that is not required for you to do. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes you're just being annoying extra than you expecting to be. So yes, that's a QA mind. If you have all those requirements, yes, you're in the right place. You're in the right direction to be. So you will be a good QA. Next up here, we already covered some false thinking, QA mind. Now let's go to QA duties. Already talked about QA duties. No, I didn't. Oh, I forgot about that. There's a fifth bullet on our QA mind list. At least for me, you need to have some kind of you need to forget things quickly. Because yes, that is the thing at QA, because as a QA, you're going to be doing something sometimes like 10, 12, 30 times, and you need to be able to do the same steps again. You cannot just I already know how this works. Some shortcuts. No, you need to QA everything as it is the first time you are QAing something. So yes, forgetting things quickly, a good point. Is also a good bullet for you to be a QA. And this is something that I have, and that's why I have my list here, because I know we'll forget. Now let's go for the next bullet. Next bullet, QA duties. So what QA is responsible for? So let's get to the basics. So QA is responsible for if a functionality is working. QA is responsible to guarantee that the product is still following the right direction. QA is responsible for guarantee the analysis itself, like the requirements are read properly. QA is also responsible for right automations. So you need to guarantee that the product will be keeping alive, have a good life cycle. Automation is welcome on that. It's not there's a separation between manual QA engineer and automation QA engineer. Automation QA engineer responsible more for coding stuff, and guarantee the product will be a good product for a long time. Manual QA is to guarantee that all the requirements are being followed correctly, everything is being done as expected, as supposed to. So both of them have QA in the name, but they are doing different things. So manual QA is narrow to analysis, is narrow to requirement writing. So it's the guy that able to provide some suggestions of improvement in the product is the manual QA. Automation QA is the guy that is responsible for write script automations, guarantee the speed, performance automations, and guarantee that the product will run the regression of the product will run swiftly. So to avoid manual QA be running regression testing and after every cycle of development, automation QA can handle this job, create a good and nice automation to handle all the scenarios possible that is needed to be covered, obviously. And both working together build up an excellent product. So please, if you are a person that is high in QA, acknowledge that manual QA do one thing, automation QA do other thing. yes, one can do what the other can do. One have some knowledge what the other, but yeah, there are specifically there are person that are 100% focused. They life in one direction. So have that in mind when hiring someone. So you might be hiring the wrong QA for your position. Next topic, how to be a QA. What are you going to do? What have to study to be a QA? What direction you have? So you just need to follow the requirements of QA mind and I can be a QA. No, sadly no, you need more than that to be a QA. I am graduated in science computing, so yes. So I'm a scientist, so yeah, you now on should call me Scient Renan. No, forget about that. So yes, you need to have. I have computer science graduation. I also have a technician in computer information, so computer technology information, and yes, that's all I had to be a QA. So prior land in this area, and I also follow all the QA mind, all the QA mind checks. Not that is a good thing, but yes, I did check all of them. So that's what I have. But I know some persons should join the area. Just have a course that is following how QA first QA analyst bootcamp. Some other persons should follow analysis and development of systems graduation, computer engineering graduation. So yes, you need to have any kind of technology specialization. Don't matter if it is graduation, don't matter if it is boot camp, but yes, you need to be able to prove yourself. Then you need to prove that you know how to write codes. You need to know how to look to what a developer did and understand what that means. And yeah, it's quite hard to prove that. So I'm not gonna lie to you because yes, you need to have a GitHub, you need to have a portfolio of things that you did. And you need to understand properly all the QA aspects. There is a book that also you can read to understand a bit more about a QA. There is me. Yes, I'm a QA teacher. I don't know if you're aware about that, but yes, I'm a QA teacher. So if you want some mentoring, some courses, just let in the comments, and yes, we can schedule a session. Then I can explain a little bit more about you, what is a QA, responsibility, how to be a good QA, and other things yes, I'm recording some videos, but yeah, that's not all that I know. That is not all that I can share, because any company has its own particularity, any team has its own particularity, and QA has its own particularity. So yes, let's work on that. So just left a message, send me an email, and yeah, you can work on that. So yes, there's all these directions you can go to how to be a QA, to how to introduce yourself in the area. I'm not gonna lie, the first job will be rough, so it's hard for you to get a first job. But I think that's applied for most positions. So getting the first job is that tough thing. After that, going to be things more swiftly. So after you get some work experience, you're going to have some invitations to swap to a company to the other. So yes, that is the dream moment for any person and any QA, and that was also a dream moment for me as well. When I was working in a company and another company say, "Hey, do you want to work here? We have a job for you. Hey, just come here. Leave your company. Come to us." Yes, that because before that I was always looking for a job. Oh, who want me to work on? I can work. I can do some stuff. Then when the time arrived, yes, that was happy. So yes, I expect that happening for everyone that is watching this video. I hope everyone have the same feeling one day. So yes, that's how to be QA. This is what you need to do. And now let's go to the next topic, which is QA workflow. We're almost at the end of the video. If you reach this moment, thank you. You're a guy with perseverance. You're a tough guy. just a man with this is not fake, but this is really my background, for now at least. Yeah, I'm a good guy. So QA workflow, real and bugs. So let's go start for the bugs first. Let's start for the fantasy. So basically based on what the book said a QA should do, what a QA responsibility is. A QA should be a guy that can be on every step of the development life cycle. So during the concept of a product, a QA should be present. During the development of the product, a QA should be present. During a review, during the QA phase, obviously, during the deploy, during production phase, during the release of the client or something like that, any meeting that is happening, a QA should be present. So a QA should be in all of the steps of the development cycle, because a QA should guarantee the quality all the time. That's what the book said a QA should do. I agree with that. So yes, a QA should be really being in all this position, but it's not human possible to be in all this position because QA have more things to do. So yes, you cannot be in all that as working in all that. And a company usually hires like one QA to 5 to 6 developers. So yes, you have a lot of work to do. So yeah, that is not something viable. So what is usually happening from most of the companies? A QA is usually sitting down in his chair during QA phase. That's all. So the task will came through all the life cycle, development cycle will reach QA phase. When there you're going to get the requirements, you're going to read the requirements, you're going to follow what is being told for you to do, and validate if the development is done properly. Yes, what is happening for some of the companies, that is not the better behavior for the company. So if you as a company owner, I don't think a company owner will be watching this video, but if you as a person that can do something in a team see this happening, you need to change that because that is not guaranteed the quality of the product. The QA should be involved a little bit more than that, not just the QA phase and that's all. There should be a staging phase, there should be a product phase, there should be a development phase. QA should be able to QA in those phases. QA should be able to guarantee if the requirements are humanly possible. So QA because a QA is a bridge between the guy that know everything about the product and the guys that know everything about the code. The QA should be the guy in the middle to make them talk perfectly, make the communication happening from the right way. So if the guy that know everything about the product, one thing that is not possible to be done, a QA should be raised that flag before the development try to do a workaround, and that will be a mess. So yes, QA should be more involved than that. So yes, but sadly that's the reality. That's what it usually happens. So that is basically very quickful. I will not extend too much because at least the recording of this video is past half hour, and for sure I don't think that will go to the end of the process. I'm talking for 1.5 hours. Yeah, I'm tired. So now, when a QA is needed, this is the last topic that we're going to be covering here. That is easy. A QA is needed every time. So yes, every technology company should always have a QA in the team, or should have a QA team as focused QA team, not specifically a QA in the team. Both way works. A QA is always needed for technology companies. So there's also like some other companies, some industries that QA are welcome. But every time you need to guarantee everything is being delivered with quality, a QA is needed. So yes, if you are wondering if a QA is needed or not, it's always yes, the answer. First yes, then you see, okay, no, maybe not, fit better for this position as an example. But yes, that's everything, that covers everything what I want to tell for you guys. So hope everyone left this left this video and for better understanding what a QA is, what a QA does, what is a compliment or not for you to be a QA, because you might have an eagle eyes or you might be an annoying person. Yeah, you need to maybe punch someone in the face right after this, or not. Maybe give him a hug. Yeah, let's not fight. Let's give everyone a hug. Yeah, QA should work in peace with everyone in the team. Even QA bring more work to developers, but it's good. It is not for the bad. It's for a good way. So yes, hope everyone enjoyed this video. See you guys in the next one.